Yeah, well, seen a few deer last night, or yesterday afternoon late. It come in because we've had so much rain. As I said, we had more rain in January than recorded in 100 years. So much for the wokes, the divisive group of people who think we're going to run out of water, but anyhow, we've got plenty of water. And this morning, didn't get up early because I couldn't see. There's too much whiteout up here. And anyhow, managed to film a few deer this morning, but just in my background here is blackberries. It's January, and I've got some good footage of hind eating blackberries. Actually, the berry itself. They're very selective this time of year, so. And just up a little bit further, about another 150 yards, there's deer there now. I come down here to film because there's no point, otherwise to spook them. Anyhow, and just here was a dingo. Managed to get a little bit of footage on it. I don't know how it turned out, but I got a bit. I thought there might be just a den on the other side. You can see the game trails coming down. The art of hunting is virtually the basics. Be patient, be quiet, and observe everything that moves. Now you'll see footage that I filmed this morning. You wouldn't even know the deer were there. They were in behind the blackberries. You could just see the ears flicker. Then one come out and fed on some blackberries. There was 4, I think, altogether. I've seen 3, certain of 3, but there could have been a 4th one. This area here, I managed to pick up a 33-inch cast antler around about 4 or 5 years ago, and so the genes for the stags are here in this particular area. Even though it's summer, I've still got a jumper on. I don't know what time it is now, yeah, as I said, when you're hunting, this is what you look for. Just have patience. And you'll see where, I don't know whether you'll see it, look at the game trails coming in now with blackberries. What the deer do, they tunnel into the blackberries, and you could walk past as well, expecting the inexperienced hunter to be looking, where are the deer, but they're inside and tunneled into the blackberries laid up. And I'll show you some footage that explains that. As I said, you can't put an old head on young shoulders. And the only reason I say that is because experience. We know where to look, we know what to look like, what time to hunt. As I say, I've mentioned in various videos of mine, deer o'clock, which is early in the morning and late afternoon, and when the deer start to move. At the moment, the deer are probably bedded up, just chewing their cud, their feed, and you can see the abundance of food. It's like a supermarket here for them, what they can eat. You've got the blackberries, you've got your sweetbriar, you've got your hazel, you've got your kapros nut. What else can you ask for? And they're just peacefully feeding, mind their own business, and that's why we hunt, to manage the deer. As I say, I don't hunt anymore with a rifle because there's no point. And I'll show you a photo that I took 5 or 6 years ago of a cast antler I just found just up here, 33 and a half at one. I've been there for a bit over 12 months. And yeah, you know what I did find? I did find a cast antler today. I'll see if I can find it. It's in the day pack. It's not on the outside of my day pack. Oh yeah, it was interesting this morning while I was filming the deer. I had them down, they didn't even know I was there until I got out my lolly bag, and I heard the scrunching of the lolly bag. I've got some nougat here. Always take food and a bit of water here, and I'm filming away, and I just thought I'll have a lolly. And next thing I see the deer running. From 25 yards, they heard that bag. Now the cast antler. That's a massive antler. Oh yeah, found it. Cemetery, this, there. Now, there's the cast antler. Now, how's that defined? You can see it's been exposed on the sunny side that way, and laying down there, you can see it looks quite, yeah, first year head I'd say, like spike, what we call spiker. You see a bit of green algae on there, so it's been there for a while. I happened to walking along a game trail and looked down. I found a cast antler last week. There's another one a bit bigger. Had a wallow, was stuck in the wallow. So, fantastic find. My eyes are still alright. Now, what I'm going to discuss is, you've seen the reviews I've done on the Leicas. The 8x56 geovids with the rangefinder. These are my Leicas. I've got them back. I dropped them, got home and I dropped them on the concrete, and it sort of buggered all this and cracked all that, but they were still working, but not really well, and I've got them 6 months. I'm not going to do a review on the Duravids because they don't discontinue them, but I passionately love them. I've had them for 20 years. What I can say is the technology's got better in the coatings. My opinion, only my opinion, but reason I love magnification, because like as I said, I can go from 10 power to 15 power on these. You know, last night was perfect, where I'd see the deer, but I can't identify how good the deer is, if it's a stag or just picking up in those dark. Look, they're beautiful glass. As I said, you're better off with some sort of binocular, but I'm talking the high end of binoculars to the Series Hunter. As I said, there's probably two optics that I really love, and that's Swarovski and Leica. I favour the Leica because I'm a birder too, a photographer, and I know how good the glass is in Leica. As I said, the manager of Leica, he's actually a photographer, and we're doing a lot on chromatic aberration, colour rendering. I find that the colour rendering of the Leica is better than Swarovski. Clarity, it's a 50-50, like as I said. It comes down to personal preference to what your eyes are like. But yeah, I got them back. I only got them back a few days ago. Rick and I went out and done some tests on them, and hopefully later on I can do a review on the 15. Not what do they call them? The 15 by 56 geovids. Now there's not much weight between the 8 and the 15, but you've got better magnification naturally with 15 power. No, look, I can't comment on them at the moment because I haven't got them, but Rick's going to send them down to me and we can do a review on them and see how you go. As I said, they're just reviews. The bottom line, the hard line is when it comes to you, whether you might even like a lesser light, you know, like Meopta or something. They're quite good, but as I said, the craftsmanship that goes into the glass on these is second to none, and that's why I like them. I'm wearing a Swarovski hat. That's one gripe I got with Leica. Get better hat caps. You spend all this money, get better caps. At least Swarovski got a nice cap that blends in with the environment and my head. What else can I talk about? Yeah, wind. Now the wind's not real good. If there was deer over there, they'd see me now because I'm too low. This morning I got on top of them and I sneaked down till I opened the lolly bag. I had an issue. I looked and they're running just because of how sensitive that noise. Well, I got out, I might as well have another one. nougat, cranberry. So always take food with you. And probably the most important thing is, especially in the summer months, a bit of H2O. Nothing worse. What happens if you don't take enough water, you might not feel it straight away, but there's such as DOMS, vessel of the DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness, and lactic acid. I don't drink, if you like your sweetening, like orange juice, but that's sugar, most of it. Love Lou-V, although it is just natural water, spring water. Whether it is or not, it's probably filtered to a degree and put minerals. There's a fact, you can't drink pure water. Over a period of time will kill you. It's got to have a certain amount of minerals in it. Minerals are sort of like protein to your body and the muscles. Yeah, so I've got the wipe there. I could go on more about it, but as you'll see in the earlier videos going back 30 years ago, I had the Lycas. And just before that I had Bushnells. What else I had? Simmons. They were not the best. Like when you're new, they're not too bad, but you've got seals in there. It's got nitrogen in them. Keeps the glass. Stops. Actually, inside the glass you can get algae, and that's why every probably 5 or 6 years you should send them and get looked at and refurnished just to make sure that they've got nitrogen in that in. As I said, they've taken a pounding over the years. I hate to think how many miles they've done. Oh, I lost my thing. Oh no, it's still there. So this is beautiful. It's a beautiful day. It's, as I said, I couldn't hunt this morning because it was just cloud everywhere. I've come down out of the mountains, a little bit down in these gullies where the blackberries that are abundant. As I said, we could have deer just over there now, buried into the blackberries. And you'll see this morning, you'll see them feeding. That's in the same case scenario here, and where the deer you'll see just an ear or whatever. And we're normally in like a shaded area where the gums are. The naked eye, you won't pick them up. That's where the binos come in handy. It takes you in those dark patches. You can't just pick them up with your naked eye. They can be standing there and not even see them. Another thing, see, I don't know have it on here. Here is a bit of a dead tree. They seem to hover around a tall dead tree or tall tree in that area. I can see the deer tracks there coming down, and then down the bottom we've got the gully. I've got to be careful here because there's tiger snakes and bloody black snakes here. So just be careful when you're walking in any swampy area because, yeah. Wind, as I said, as I said, now is probably not the wind's going across. Definitely the deer would scent you, so you need to be above them. At this time of year, it's not too bad because the thermals are going high, or they're rising because of the heat. In the winter, it goes down. But look, the key to being a good hunter is perseverance, patience, be quiet, and probably the most important one, enjoy yourself. Look, as I said, I don't have a fear factor. I go to the CBD in Melbourne, and I have more fear factor than being in the bush. I can put up with snakes, dingoes, deer, bull ants, whatever. But I'm comfortable. But in the CB, I'm like a cat on a hot tin roof. You hear the birds like you can sit here. If everything was in my favour and I knew there was a stag, say there was a 33-inch stag over there and I want to film him, I'd just wait him out. They'd like anything. They get an itch, they get a scratch, they might relocate, they might they're no different than us humans. I don't think anyone lays in bed, lays in one position, they move all night. So with a deer, they're just almost a blueprint of what we are. They're just going on with their business. They're just feeding, procreating. This point in time, the stags, filmed a few stags last week. The one nice that looks not real big. There is quite a good stag in here. We've seen in hard ant, and I happened to get a glimpse of him about 3 weeks ago. In almost ready to strip velvet, but we haven't located him. We've got an eastern spinebill up here. It's just beautiful. Yeah, it's still recording, but you sort of this time of year, you've sort of got one eye in front and one eye down on the ground for obvious reasons. There's nothing worse than walking along, standing on a snake, or always watch where you put your feet. Unsteady on your feet with rocks or anything like that. You've got to be careful with rocks. Crossing rivers, all with common sense. Don't take any risks that you don't have to take. A bit hard when you're young, you sort of think you're pretty brazen to it, but that's when things go wrong. Yeah, I just see in Queensland a girl got bitten by a brown snake on the hand in a bed. Go figure, man, the amount of rain and water we've had, snakes are looking for places to hide and get away from all that. So there's a lot of snakes even around here in Victoria, but we've got a lot of snakes here. I don't fear so much the snake that I don't see it. Well, no, I should say the opposite. I don't fear the snake that I see, I fear the snake that I don't see. So, if you know what I mean by that. Sorry for that. Yeah, beautiful. The mountains are beautiful up here at the moment. So I'm down a bit lower because I couldn't hunt this morning. It was just too foggy. Couldn't see a thing. Not saying there was deer there, but yeah, no, it's a bit of a half the day had been taken up with nothing, just nothing, couldn't see 30 feet in front of you. But now it's all right. I'm not sure what time it is. It's the middle of the day. It's probably around about 11 or 12 o'clock now. I filmed those deer about an hour ago, and the dingo just over here. Heard him, seen him, maybe got a bit of footage. If I have, I'll put it on. That's another thing with other animals. Watch the other animals. Watch the dingoes. Watch wallabies. Watch kangaroos. The deer's eyes aren't that good, even though they've got exceptional hearing and smell. Their Achilles heel is their eyesight. Naturally, if you're walking on top of a hill somewhere or out in the open and walking towards, they'll see you, but try to blend in if you can. See, right here behind the camera, I've got a beautiful gum tree. It's shady, so I'm blended in. If there's a deer looking across, it may see me if I move, but it looks across and all it sees is a tree. They don't see me. I've proved that many times. Walking straight lines. As I said, this day and age, the art of hunting is sort of gone out the window, I think, a little bit. It's hard yakka. But it's so rewarding. Putting in the time, as I said, there's nothing worse, nothing better actually, than coming back to camp, pretty well fatigued and all that from a hard day's hunt. And there's an old saying, all all times not spent fishing and hunting is all times wasted. So true. Mentally it's stimulating, it's invigorating, you might be physically buggered, but go home and recoup, get the soreness out a bit, and then you're ready to go again. You're looking forward to coming back. As I said, I don't know, we might come back next week, we don't know. There's a lot going on at the moment. Got a few projects at home I have to do, so yeah. As you say, I know everyone knows I'm into photography. Well, that's another thing. You just don't. You got to, when you come up here, you've got to have the power to charge your batteries and that. So what I normally do is I've got a 100 amp hour lithium battery with USB ports, an inverter on it to charge up my battery. So while I'm here, it's not a problem to charge up batteries. As I say, this has been going for a while now.